Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, this is not Monday morning. However, this is Monday Morning Mindset. And what is mindset and why does it matter? So, mindset is a combination of your thoughts and your feelings that affect your actions that ultimately affect everything that you do in life. And so, mindset is critically important. And today, this week actually, our oil is the oil of clove oil. And since we're up in the mountainside and I had no reception, I decided to record this little video and post it later. And so we're up in this mountainside in this little cabin. I'm sitting out beside this little rustic cabin where we're staying here with no electricity, no water, no services. And it's been very, very, very unique experience. Anyway, our oil is clove. And so what is the oil of clove good for in an emotional way? Well, one of the things that the oil of clove does, the fragrance, when you take the deep inhalations of it, it actually helps you to eliminate those feelings of wanting to lash out. And have you ever wanted to lash out because things aren't going right? And you kind of get into that blame game situation, and it's just not a good space to be in when you want to lash out at others and make the situation that's going on the responsibility or the fault or of someone else. And so instead of doing that, wouldn't it feel a whole lot better to simply be in that feeling of control, of being able to just look at it from a different perspective and have that calm feeling within, instead of that feeling of wanting to lash out? And so it's more about, instead of the lashing out feeling, to have a feeling of discretion in knowing that everything is turning out exactly the way it's supposed to, and that it's all for the better, it's all for the good. And so you see these tools on the wall behind me, those are actually for holding the crucible when you melt the gold from old mining practices. Anyway, it's really cool being up here. And so, however, this feeling of using cloves, so you eliminate the feelings within yourself of ever wanting to lash out. And I think that we can all probably think of experiences when that's been the situation, where we just wanted to, like, be angry about something and lash out. And I could have done that all this week because I haven't been able to do any of the things that I had thought that I was going to be able to do. And so I love this. There's a little story. Up here in the Yukon, there's a lot of crows. There's actually a lot of ravens. Not crows, but a lot of ravens, very, very big birds. And so I love this little story about the ravens. That there was this raven that he was just really, really thirsty. They're quite a strong, aggressive bird, and was really thirsty, and so went into this little village and was looking for some water, and couldn't find any water. It had been a really dry season, and we've all had dry seasons in our life where just it's a dry season. There just hasn't been the refreshing that we wanted. Anyway, this raven was looking for water, couldn't find any water to quench his thirst, and looked and finally found, sitting on an empty table, this pitcher of water. But it was too far down. The water was too far down for him to be able to get his beak in to get the water. So he tried to knock the pitcher over, couldn't get it, was very frustrated. And then he noticed the rocks, the pebbles that were laying around everywhere. And so he decided, he got an idea. And he picked up a pebble, dropped it in the pitcher, picked up a pebble, dropped it in the pitcher, picked up another pebble, dropped it in the pitcher, until it rose the water level up to where that he could actually get his beak in to get a drink. And I think this was such a really cool story of how that there's always a way, there's another way. And if what at first doesn't appear like it's gonna work, or it's, you could lash out, so to speak, and just be angry and frustrated and have so many of these feelings that are unproductive. And yet, if we just think a little, just remember how often we've talked about pressing that internal pause button and finding another way. So have an absolutely wonderful, amazing week. Use the oil of clove to help you with these feelings and replace them with positivity. Have a wonderful week. Bye for now.